around sports again, mostly, and
I mean,
a little bit of cinema.
It's that time of year.
Cinema.
Cinema.
Cinnamon. Salmon. Salmon. Fish. Our friends.
We love fish.
Not food. No, I'm just playing. Anyway. Russ. I was right.
Apparently. You've been saying this shit for, I don't know, a year now? Because it's been a year. He's been on there for a year. And you've been saying this shit since, like, he's been there. That he should run the second unit. And the last 2 games, he ran the second unit. And apparently in the last game, it was hermeneutically delicious. Niggas was loving it. Everybody got their points. Niggas was in tune with the crowd, bro. You know what I mean? He out there, he was being Russ. He got the shimmy on. Bro, he had his vibe back. He was good to go.
Hold up. Because if you watch Laker games, I've watched enough of these Laker games this year and last year to know, no matter what, even when Russ is cooking or not, they have those discombobulated moments where they look like they shouldn't be out there together.
Yeah.
Like Three Stooges kind of moments where it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I've seen those.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Even with LeBron, and it's weird. Because that nigga hit the he hit the backboard. And it was like, are you going up for a layup or what? What are you doing? Anyway, the point is, I was right about Russ. Russ is great. Russ is still somewhat functionable as a player. I think we could use him on a good team.
No, I mean, well, you're right about that. But I mean, it's what...
He needs the right role.
We were both right. Because I didn't have faith in Russ. I'm like, yo, he got a confidence.
You had too much faith in Russ.
No, I didn't.
You was on that Russ is amazing type shit.
No, my statement was Russ was amazing, and he has to acclimate to where his skill level is at now. He's not who he was.
You said that.
That's it. He at a certain point in his career, this nigga was untouchable, amazing. Like, nigga, he dunking on everybody. He was
still
doing
dunking on people too.
That's what I'm saying. But he's not. He can't do it every time.
Nah.
His body is at a certain point where you can't do that no more. He's Derrick Rose. He's Derrick Rose without the injury.
Yes. Now, the difference is Derrick Rose remodeled his game to be efficient.
Derrick Rose was out of the league for 3 years.
Yeah, completely.
No, but that's what I'm saying is we're not giving Russ. If Russ went out the league, he's not coming back.
Probably not.
Right?
Nah.
So we're not going to give...
Especially year 15.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah.
So we're not going to give him that 3-year grace period. Ain't no major injury, bro. If you feel like you can't play no more, you're not playing.
I think this is where that championship shit matters. It kind of matters because if you get one, bro, people... When you get to that point where you're about to retire, people talk about you differently.
I'm one of those people.
So you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. People talk about you differently. Even if it's only one. Even if you only chipped in on that team.
I talked so much shit about everybody that ain't got one.
So you could literally be a bus rider. You know the bus rider part? You could be a bus rider and nobody's going to say shit about you.
It makes a difference in your career, especially if you've been great at any point. Mm-hmm. If you've been great and you have a championship at the back end, you a championship player, bro. I could talk that same shit. If the question I had before was championship basketball, right? In your generation. Nigga, best top 5 championship basketball players. To fucking meet
top 5? Can we do that real quick?
After I finish the statement.
Yes.
But to meet the criteria, you need a championship. Mm-hmm. So, no matter how good Charles Barkley was, he ain't on the list. No matter how good Reggie Miller was, he not on the list, bro. You not even in the conversation. I'm not saying you're not great, right? But I'm saying championship basketball. That disqualifies a lot of niggas. Period.
Yeah, you weren't exactly that.
Right? Like you were a great basketball player. I'm not taking that away from you. But when I add championship to it, bro, you disqualified. A lot of niggas is disqualified. You know who not disqualified? Robert Horry.
Robert Horry won like 7 though.
Bro, you know who not disqualified? Bynum.
He was a very good center.
Now, we not really...
No, seriously? My team right now could really use a Bynum. It's one of those things where it's like you understand your position to a point where you're not a detriment. Even if you can't offer a lot. Like, kind of like Looney.
Yeah, I was about to say...
You're never a detriment to the team.
Yeah.
Having you out there.
Nah, you do...
Bynum was a plus.
You do your job.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of players... even if you have a 20-point game, you still might be in a negative because of the other things that you don't know how to
you're
do
not
on
really,
the court.
Points ain't everything.
We live in a stat league now.
Hey, but even this is my thing. We'll do the top 5 real quick.
This goes with Russ.
Even with it being a stat league, your plus minus is what matters. Fuck your points, nigga. Fuck the thing you're really good at. I need to know that you actually covering the nigga you're supposed to. We not switching off. I don't have to sub you out at the end of the game for defensive purposes. All of the plus minus is where it matters. So yeah, we are in a stat league, and because people are simple, we only talk about points.
But this is okay. Bringing it back to Russ, this is why that irritates me because he was the triple-double king or whatever.
But his plus minus was horrible.
Even that, it's one of those like if I was his coach, right, and we got this great ass team, and he's on it, and the guy under him doesn't make nearly as many mistakes, he's starting over him. I understand he's great, but in his sporadic moments, only needs so many of them in the game. Right now, we're at a point in his career where we're able to lock in on that shit, and they won't fucking do it. That's irritating to me.
I think but it was also, I don't think that the organization didn't want that. They didn't see that, right? Like, I mean, they basketball professionals. Let's assume they saw what we saw, right?
I don't think a lot of people see what we see.
The only person that wouldn't be on board with that is Russ, and we knew that. That was my whole point. Is it's like, no, everything that you've been saying is correct. You're right. It's limited now. It's more sporadic moments. You can't run 48 minutes, bruh. But I can run you for 15, nigga, and you gonna get 20.
You'll be done.
But you gonna get it in, right? Like that's great. But he not like because he has to tell himself that, right? He has to be okay with I'm not a starter.
I might only get in 2 times,
right? He had to be okay with that. If he okay with that, bro, he can extend his career further. Cause nigga, by the way, let me go back. Let me say this: these niggas is old.
Yeah. Have you been hearing the slander that Klay's been getting, bro? I'm sure that's the only reason he even popped off.
But I had it for him though.
He was one of them kind.
Like, nah,
hey,
you
Klay
right.
gonna be great this year.
Nah. So do I hear it? Yeah, I said it. I know exactly what they talking about.
He ain't gonna have it. He ain't the same dude. And it's like, look, we understand that. That nigga literally had to get up there and be like, duh.
Nah, it's this.
But I'm still gonna be great. I'm still gonna be great.
See,
just give me my moments.
It's like somebody was like,
I just won a. He got 4. That's why he kept saying it. I just won a championship off my moments.
Hey, you cool nigga? You just went 0 for 6.
That was last year.
No, that was last night, my nigga. So look, hey, you right. You got 4 of them. You banging on us, bro. You did that thing 4 times, bro. You was killing us. That's great. What you do yesterday?
So look,
what happened last night?
In his defense, it's the beginning of the season.
Wait.
They wouldn't let this.
Wait, hold on for Klay.
They wouldn't
let him. The beginning of the season.
Look,
he the only nigga that started this season they started.
He wasn't scrimmaging, and he wasn't playing in the preseason because he had issues with his legs. Both of them.
Yo, so again, as I said,
look, we got excuses out here. It's okay.
It's Riddler K. It's the beginning of the season. But I only reason I'm talking shit is because everybody overreacted. How are they this bad? Blah blah blah.
They're bad though.
No, nigga. Nobody's bad. No, this let me
in retrospect. Because look, you say December 1st will be that cap year, right? Or the cap month.
It's not even in retrospect, bro. Oh yeah, you said you could. It's not in retrospect. It's that they've just played 3 fucking seasons in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Right? They did that shit to be on time for this one, like I said when they started this shit. And it's like, all right, cool. All your fucking preseason's been short. You niggas done ran for a couple weeks, did some games, nigga, and y'all ran out there. The season for me, as an old ass person, that's why I sent you the Jordan shit.
Oh no, because there's already a stat that goes along with this argument. All the veteran teams are like negative.
Yeah.
And that was the thing I sent you, and it's like, is this the changing of the guard?
Yeah, well, no, yes, because nigga, year 15, 16, 17 for motherfuckers. Yes, nigga. LeBron at 20. No, yes, nigga, it's time for you niggas to start nigga slowing down, moving out. Period. That's number one. Number two is you just did 3 seasons in a year and a half, right? With short preseasons, split seasons, all this other bullshit. Cool, you here, and the season used to start when I sent you the shit about Jordan, which was
now. That was like a week ago today,
right?
You know,
even if it wasn't a week ago,
23rd or some shit.
It was late in October.
Yeah.
It wasn't fucking middle of October.
It wasn't the beginning,
right? So, nigga, December 1st, bro. This for me is preseason up until about November 1st. So tomorrow will be the season start for me, and then I'm gonna watch how niggas play the next month, right?
I'll give you that.
And that's it. So
at that point too.
So
it's
December,
like 8 games in for a lot of teams,
bruh. So really, they just game 16 of the preseason. You niggas then worked out the ins and outs. Y'all done got the travel shit down. All you new niggas see how we travel, how we do this shit, how we do these pregame, blah 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 blah. Now we got a month of basketball, my nigga. Do your fucking job. So again,
I'm not necessarily worried about Klay or Russ. I think Russ, if they just give him the opportunity to be himself, he'll be fine.
I think Russ's situation was not. We forgot. I should say I forgot. The coaches knew and ain't never been a coach before. Like that matters, especially when you put all the factors I just said. So all this short season, all these things, but these niggas is OGs. This is your first time playing. You've been
Darvin Ham, right?
Yeah, this is the first time being a head coach of first time ever being a head coach. Then you a head coach of a marquee franchise where all eyes is on you. You got LeBron over there. It's
everybody's watching.
I've
been watching.
Bruh, it's a whole different type of job. So and then when I took their celebration for his win. For me to realize that.
Oh, you saw that, huh?
When I saw it, it was like Darvin Ham's first. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck they tripping off? Like real
it's
shit.
It's because, one, it's the Lakers, like you said, it's a marquee. It's one of the biggest franchises, but on top of that, you got one of the best players ever on the team. And they make it seem like even though he's in year God,
in 30,
he's supposed to be, this championship player at all times,
but again,
and carry the team.
But see, that's why I don't. This is again why I always say you can't trust the media, because I sat here and said, hey, bro, they about to do this bubble year. They about to run 2 big, quick back-to-back, and they gonna be on time.
Yeah,
but all that's gonna do is hurt niggas that's older, right? So
we're saying it a long ass time,
bro.
We're seeing it, but it's like if people aren't on that shit, they're not.
But again, it's not people; it's the media, because the media is what informs the people,
and they're not saying that shit.
Right?
They just want to talk about Russ
as
if it's some sensational moment of how bad this player is and how we can't believe, he can be this bad.
Mind you, this nigga's in year 16, bruh, and he been dunking on niggas since year 1.
Is it 16 or 15?
I don't
know. 14.
Nigga,
I think it's 14.
It's more than 10.
We keep adding on it.
I don't know.
14 or 15.
His 10+ year career. That's it. You get 10 years. Hey, if you could run around and dunk on niggas like Russ did for 10 years, it's amazing you here any longer than that.
Honestly, yeah. Dude be jumping hella hard.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He was in it. 2008, he got drafted.